Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to a brand new video. And this is, of course, your press comments reaction. You see by the thumbnail, you see by the title, Farke has done the right thing in dropping Ilhan Melier for this game. So let's get into everything Daniel Farke had to say for the press conference for the game coming up against Luton Town. A massive game where we have to win, in my opinion. Daniel Farke started by saying, big believer in in clarity at goalkeeper. I already told Cardolo he'll be starting on Saturday. Ilhan Melier will be on the bench. So he's basically confirmed straight away that Ilhan Melier will be dropped and Cardolo will be starting in goal for Leeds United in this game, which of course is massive. And I think it's good for Melier to get out of the team, like for him, because you look at him and he makes the more mistakes he makes, he's going to make even more because he's in his own head. I mean, after Hall, I would have brought him out because I thought he's in his own head. You bring him out, you give him time off the team, out the team, on the bench, it's fine. And then if Darla makes a mistake or a couple of mistakes and you want to bring Melier back in, you could, for the end of the season, you could have done that. I think Melier should have been dropped after Hall because, yeah, it's mentality. Like, you need to change it up. And Caldara coming in for the remaining 7 games, it will either go the correct way and be great, or if he makes a couple of mistakes, we'll be like, okay, what was Farke supposed to do? They both made howlers. So really, the best option was to drop Ilhan Melier. So yeah, he said that, and then after that, he said, "I work with human beings, not robots." Carl Dollar is buzzing, but more difficult for Ilhan. Which, yeah, of course. We all know Ilhan has had a difficult season, made some mistakes, big mistakes, cost us about 13 points this season. I was always honest about this. With a goalkeeper, you are you are more careful to change than an outfield player, which I can see. I can see his reasoning for it's harder to change a goalkeeper than an outfield player. Of like, because the goalkeeper, it's you change him out and then that goalkeeper makes one mistake and it's on you basically. But Elon had to come out and, yeah, as I said, he made too many mistakes. After Hull, it should have been the one. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's fine. I'm hoping that we get over the line because I think it's going to be very difficult this end of the season. I think it's going to be all the games. I could see every game for the rest of the season us winning by a goal or there being a goal in it. But yeah, that's what he said. Daniel Farke also then said Ilan is a young young for a goalkeeper, but has a lot of games under his belt. For this club, he's played he's played 200 games exactly. But he's also only 24, which is young for a goalkeeper who don't normally reach their prime until like their 30s. So yeah, he is young for a goalkeeper. He was in the team of the season last year, which personally, I don't know. I don't know if he should have been in the team of the season last year, personally, but he did get in it. So you stick longer to him, but I made clear last time it's still a professional football and you have to handle the pressure. You've got to make changes when mistakes happen, understandable. Farke then said, we had a feeling he could have done better over the last few weeks. I wanted to protect him a little bit. In my opinion, if you wanted to protect him, you would have probably took him out the team, personally. It feels like the spotlight is on him, and he is still a young man. I mean, the spotlight is normally always on a goalkeeper if they make errors and cost you points. So yes, the weight of the world is on his shoulders. I have a reliable option in Cardalo, very experienced. Of course, as we've already talked about Cardalo's experience, a Premier League player who played in the Premier League for Newcastle. He's won the championship before. I think he won the championship, right? Or he got promoted from the championship. No, he did. He played Newcastle. Yeah, he was the goalkeeper in Newcastle when they got promoted. And won the league. He done that. I mean, for Hull City, he was one of their players, if not their best player, after only playing 12 games. So, yeah, of course, he's very experienced and he's reliable. Daniel Farke, no new injuries every day in training. Brings Bamford and Boba closer. Good week of training. It's my honest feelings. I'm not nervous at all. Calm and cool. And based off that, it sounds like Voba and Bamford both won't be on the bench for this game because it says they've had a good week in training, but they're still training them back to being match ready. So it looks like they won't be both involved again. It looks like, which I mean, I said this. I did say that he'll probably come back after, like, when there's 5 games remaining. I said so. There's still 7, so I could see them being another 2 weeks before them being on the bench and being involved. It's my honest feelings. I'm not nervous at all. Calm and cool. I'm convinced we will play Premier League in the Premier League next season. That's what he had to say. You know, when people, because I watched the other Leeds United content, and they say, well, what was he supposed to say? We're not going to get promoted. That's what he should have said. He should have said, I am convinced we will play Premier League football. That's a fine thing. But when you say the words 100%, that's the one that worries me. That's the bit that worries me. 100% means it's definitely going to happen. which, yeah, that was the mistake he made by saying the words 100%. He said, I am older and experienced in these situations. I have won 5 titles before, and you have a good feeling for which teams will make it, which, fair, yeah. He's a winner. People have been on his back the last couple of weeks saying Daniel Farke should be out, blah, 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 blah. Not acting like he's been probably one of our best managers in a long time besides Bielsa. Besides Bielsa, it's been Farke. Like, people forget how many bad managers we've had over the times. Yeah, so yeah. Then he said, why should I be nervous? We scored effectively 2 own goals in the first game back after the break. We are currently in the top 2. If you drop out, I am convinced we come get back in there or use the playoffs. Yeah, we're not winning the playoffs, fuck. I don't know if you know, this is Leeds United, so that does not happen. And if we drop out the top 2, that's when I start to go, oh god, that's when I'm very nervous. So at the moment, I'm kind of calm at the moment. I'm a bit nervous of, like, depending on which way this game goes. But if we win, I'm back to being confident. But if we do drop out the top 2, that's when I get a bit worried. So yeah, but fuck, can't say that. We got the feeling it was a heartbreaking finish. But beneficial game for Junior Firpo and Ayo Tanaka, who both come on. They are fully fit. Good for Brendan. Best offensive player in our first half, which I actually agree with that. A lot of people said Aronson was bad. I didn't think he was bad. He got the goal. Because when they got their penalty, if Swansea got their penalty, he's the one that beat his man and played to Dan James. As Dan James gets that ball to, I think it was Solomon, and we score from that, everyone goes, wow, look what happened. Aronson started all that. You know, he could have got an assist for Pirro as well, and I think overall, I think he had a good performance from the first half. He was really good. Second half, he kind of went off a bit, but he wasn't bad. Like, people said he was terrible, but yeah, I don't think he was. Best offensive player in the first half, yeah. Good for Nonto, trusting his ankle. He is ready to go. So Nonto's ready to go, which I think he probably has to start. Daniel Farke or Melia having another chance this season. I don't like to change goalkeepers for game to game, but you cannot look too far ahead. Illness, injuries, red cards can make it yours. Because if Darla gets injured, you're not going to play Cans, are you? I don't think we trust Cans. So that's not going to happen. So if there is an injury, it'll be Melia back in, of course. That's just what happens. So that was the entire press conference. And that's what was said in the press conference. But I am very confident for the end of the season, and I feel like we will be able to get promoted back to the Premier League. It's going to be a nervous ending to the season. My preview, sorry, I'm trying to get back up. My preview will be out tomorrow. So tomorrow will be my preview. So yeah, I'm a bit worried in this game. But yeah, if we can get through this, get the 3 points, and I think that's all that counts, really. We just have to win our games. We've got to focus on ourselves. We don't have to focus on Burnley or Sheffield United. Just focus on ourselves, because we're still in the top 2. I am confident going into this game. But if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts going into the end of the season and the final 7 games. Nerves are a bit, but yeah, as I said, if we drop out of the top 2, that's when I'll be very nervous. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I think I already said that already, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.